Ben, it's great to have you on, and that is where I want to start. This transition we're seeing from Bitcoin miner to AI data center, high-performance compute infrastructure provider. Why are you getting out of the Bitcoin business?
Thanks, Morgan. Yeah, it's the question everyone's been asking. And, the reality is that the Bitcoin miners spent years building up these huge energy portfolios, thinking that the best way to monetize those assets was going to be with Bitcoin. And then when the HPC wave really started taking off in 2024, everyone realized quite quickly that there was a much bigger opportunity at the table and a much greater value to be had by converting those assets off into HPC and AI, enabling the business not only get better revenues, but much more predictable revenues and really drive a very meaningful multiple expansion for the publicly traded companies.
Yeah, before we get into the data center piece of this and what that transition is going to enable, just one more question on the Bitcoin piece, and that is, why are you selling your actual Bitcoin assets?
So we've been working on winding down the Bitcoin business for some time. The Bitcoin mining business continues to generate free cash flow, but really utilizing the same power and the same infrastructure and the same land that our HPC and AI developments are going to be utilizing. So as the first stage of getting those sites converted for HPC and AI, it's shutting down the Bitcoin mining.
So what is it going to take to actually convert some of your facilities, build out some of the infrastructure you already have and that already exists to be able to support AI?
Well, every data center for that is going to be different. In our case, it's a full rebuild across every facility. So it's a complete demolition of the Bitcoin mining facilities that were there and building a completely new building, a new data center. Really, the only thing that we are going to be utilizing is the power purchase agreements and the rights
Okay.
to the power that we have for the Bitcoin mining.
And we know power's been a big bottleneck, so that I would imagine is very attractive, the fact that you already have that, in place here. Do you have the GPUs? And I ask you that question knowing that we are diving into this news about NVIDIA and financial partners standing up a platform for companies, I would imagine such as potentially yourself, to be able to tap in and access that hardware.
Yes, so it's a great question. The GPUs are clearly what everyone really focuses on. Our focus at Keel is really on the power that powers those GPUs. So we're really focused on building the infrastructure so that other companies who have invested or have committed, billions of dollars towards these GPUs can deploy them and can operate them consistently, predictably, and on schedule. And so, for Keel and our business, really our focus is not on trying to compete with Amazon or any of the major, clouds on the compute side. It's really trying to work with them to help them achieve their growth faster, utilizing our infrastructure.
So should we think about what you're doing as a neo cloud business then, that you're going to be, that some of these hyperscalers are going to be outsourcing to you? And if so, what does that mean in terms of competitive landscape that does increasingly seem to have more neo clouds?
Yeah, there's a lot of new business models emerging here. That's certainly one of them that we should be expecting. I think one of the dynamics that's taking place because this industry is changing so fast is that people are starting to get really, really creative in the deals that we see taking place. And so it seems like there's hardly a week that doesn't go by where there's not a new deal with some new element or new creative structure or a new sort of kind of creative twist to it, whether it be on the pricing, on the financing, or the credit support, to help get that deal over the line. So, those are some interesting structures today. We're still focused on purely the infrastructure and leasing out to the Amazons, the neo clouds, those kind of companies. And who knows what next year's hot model is going to be. But I think for our investors, this is a fantastic use of our assets and is a great way to create value for shareholders. And so that's where we're really, really focused on as a business.